Oh, hey, it's you. I don't really have an educational intro yet, so roll the sports one.
Shut up and sit down.
All right, class, today we are going to talk about photojournalism. This is a subject that is special to my heart because when I worked at a newspaper, photojournalism was my passion, and it's what led me into sports. I saw the power in capturing a special moment in a single frame, and I hope that's something I can share with you. All right, first up, let's define what photojournalism is. Photojournalism is a form of journalism that tells news stories using photographs rather than words, focusing on capturing real events, people, and places truthfully and impartially. It adheres to a strict ethical framework requiring accuracy and transparency, with images serving as documents to inform the public and create historical records. Photojournalists use their cameras to report on events, subjects, and issues, contributing to news media through publications like newspapers, magazines, and online platforms like Mountaintop Sports. Next, I want to show you one of my favorite photos, tell you a little bit about it and who snapped that moment. All right, here we go. This photo is from Muhammad Ali versus Sonny Liston, one of the most anticipated sports matches of the decade. Neil Leifer, a Sports Illustrated photographer, was in the front row. In his ringside spot, he watched Muhammad Ali square off against his boxing heavyweight nemesis, Sonny Liston. It was only 1 minute and 44 seconds into the first round that Ali dealt a winning knockout blow to Liston's head. The photographer later said, "In the moment, I was obviously in the right seat, but what matters is I didn't miss." The perfectly composed image of the towering champion over his vanquished opponent helped paint Ali as the nation's most revered athlete at a moment when sports, politics, and popular culture were at a head. Personally, it makes me think of one of those TikToks. Let's roll one.
And I'm better now than I was when you saw that 22-year-old undeveloped kid running from Sonny Liston. I'm experienced now, professional. Jaw's been broke, been lost, knocked down a couple times. Bad. Been chopping trees. I done something new for this fight. I done wrestled with an alligator. That's right. I have wrestled with an alligator. I done tussled with a whale. I done handcuffed lightning, throw thunder in jail. That's bad. Only last week, I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean I make medicine sick. You, George Foreman, all of you chumps are gonna bow when I whoop him. All of you. I know you got him. I know you got him picked, but the man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
I don't know how that couldn't give you chills and motivate you to start getting up at 5 in the morning to start chopping trees. All right, next up, let's take a look at a couple of photos that I've taken in my career. This first one was taken in the height of COVID. The death of Breonna Taylor and George Floyd had just happened, and there was a lot of civic unrest. The town next to mine planned this protest, and it also served as a campaign rally for a young man who was running against Mitch McConnell for Senate on the slogan of "From the hills to the hollers." This was one of the first large gatherings that I had seen in months, and I think it just captured a powerful moment where public outrage for justice outweighed any potential of catching the deadly disease, which we didn't know a whole lot about at the time. All right, next up, we have a photo of Cash Daniels at a UK football game. This was a moment that he waves out and motivates his team against Vanderbilt. It was such a windy and cold night. It was also my first D1 football game and a moment that I felt like a real photographer. This image is where it felt real to me. So be thinking about all this when you go to snap a photo for a story. How can you make that moment stand out and be newsworthy? All right, next let's discuss some roles in a newsroom. I want to briefly talk about some of those. In a newsroom for a newspaper, the editor-in-chief is like the captain of the ship. Ahoy! They make big decisions about what stories get published and set the overall direction. Section editors, like for politics, opinion, sports, and lifestyle, they manage their teams and decide what stories go in their sections. Reporters are the ones out in the field or online gathering information, interviewing sources, and writing the stories. Copy editors review articles for grammar, clarity, and accuracy before they're published. Photographers and sometimes graphic designers help visually tell the story with images or infographics. Then you've got the layout team or designers who make sure everything fits together well on the page or the website. Sometimes one person can fit into multiple of these roles. During my experience, all reporters, editors, and some staff played a part in copy editing and reviewing material before it went to press. Reporters at my paper also doubled as photographers. Then our editors and graphic designers doubled as our layout team. At the end of the day, it really comes down to the size of your market, your budget, and people's talents. It's not a one-size-fits-all outfit. It's a daily vitamin that you need all of to succeed in some form or capacity. That's going to do it for today, guys. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Ring that bell button if you have a chance. Next week, we've got some more exciting content coming to you that I'm sure you'll love. With your weekly lesson, I'm Cody Davis. Thanks for watching.